What's up, guys? I'm Dylan HD. I'm currently watching Initial D, episode 17 and 18 of the fourth stage. Last time on Case Gate in one of my favorite races of the series. Borrows Kyoko's FD after his was messed up because of an oil slick made by his opponent. Beat his opponent in amazing fashion, embarrassed him. You don't even know the size dimensions of your own car. And it was really cool to get that revenge back. So now, Project D, I would say move on, but we might actually see Takami race as well. So let's get into it. Three, two, one. Yeah, I almost forgot that Takami needs to do his race because usually K-Skate races second, but obviously that was just a very him focused episode, so he got the race first,
Fujiwara.
which was fun.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but just between you and me, you and your little crew over there are in for a world of hurt. My buddy didn't appreciate your boy yelling at him, and he may have gone off the deep end. Maybe
Oh
you
yeah,
could
he tried to
find some way to
threaten
win
him,
this thing.
dude.
Why don't you just say
Shut
it?
up.
Either I take a dive tonight or my friends get beat up.
Don't go putting words in my mouth, kiddo. I'm just trying to do the neighborly thing here, that's all. I'm just saying there are a lot more important things than winning. Like being able to walk.
Shut up.
They're close, man. Sounds like they're just around the corner.
We're about to get a good idea of how the race is going to shape up. That corner is one of the toughest spots on this course. It's all smooth sailing at first, but right after those soft curves up top, there's a hard left. You can't brake worth a damn because you can't draw a straight line.
Let's see how
I mean, nothing that Takumi hasn't seen before,
Seriously, I don't
right?
think this guy's got a prayer. I mean, come on. His ride isn't even equipped with an ABS. Damn! The hell is he thinking? He's already missed his braking point.
He's gunning it like a bat out of hell. Unreal. Dude, no one takes that corner going that fast.
Yeah, Takumi doesn't usually hard brake on corners.
No way! The 8.6 is right on top of him!
Yeah, I've always said that Takumi. Like they say this throughout the series a decent bit, but like, oh, like Takumi's gonna slow down on the corner or something. Like, no, he takes the corners at full speed with his drift, so he'll be fine.
Yeah.
If that's the only problem.
Thanks. Word from the peanut gallery is he's really flying out there. Takami's braking technique has everybody wowed.
Hey, what'd you expect? Our boy's been practicing his ass off. Pushing his braking technique to its limit ought to be second nature by now, don't you think? After all, it's Takami we're talking about here. The kid's a genius.
Consider what he's up against, though. The 8.6's braking system has been fine-tuned with an emphasis on the front end, for downhill as opposed to flat road braking, yes. And by taking advantage of the car's light weight, it is possible, depending on the driver's skill, for the brakes to perform better than ABS, I'll grant you.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll encounter
The Evo 6 can accelerate
more
like crazy on
reasons
those
why the
corners.
8.6 is outclassed as a car.
Won't take much for
I
Takami to get left behind. The best way for him to close the gap is to appreciate where his opponent takes his own braking style for granted.
I really like the scenes of when the cars drive past, and it shows like the red of the backwards lights, like as a
Hey, if you
trail.
want to be the hero, go right ahead. Just don't cry over what happens to your buddies.
Do they got actual people to come and jump them?
Crap. Doesn't matter anyway. I should be able to shake him off once we get to the high-speed section in the middle. Let's see what you think about your precious little 8.6 once I'm done embarrassing you.
They wouldn't have Takami lose to a person that's blackmailing him. or that's being a douchebag. If he loses, it's going to be a straight up race. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that this is a loss if it happens.
Hey, Keisuke. So, just before they started, the guy Takami's racing said something I think you're gonna want to hear.
Yeah, people are coming, man. So should we leave or something? I don't know.
You're kidding.
Afraid not, man.
Yeah.
Chances are the guy was just trying to bluff his way out of a fair fight, but you never know. We might be in for a full-on brawl.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. They're all just a bunch of thugs.
This is unfreaking believable. How far are those losers gonna try and push this? Let's round up some troops of our own and go at these assholes with everything we've got. You know it'd only take
Let's
a phone
not
call,
do
Keisuke.
that.
Forget it, dude. Calm down.
Calm
Yeah,
down?
let's not
I
do
think
that.
Matsumoto's right. The guy was probably bluffing.
Maybe, but what if he was serious? Suppose these jerks have backup on the way. We're gonna get our asses kicked. I'm not trying to get beat down tonight.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I understand.
Come on, man. I'm only kidding, all right? Just lighten up.
What do we do? Just wait?
I can keep up, no problem. He's not bad, but I don't think I'm gonna lose. It's not the car I need to worry about. It's the driver. And hey, it's not
Yeah.
like this guy's in the same league as Dad. Now that was tough.
I can see him playing dirty. It's been a while since we faced like a dirty driver that's like gonna brake check you, maybe tap your car with their car. Yeah. You can't be talking me braking like you're scared to
Know what his weakness is now.
crash.
Yeah, it's obvious.
But does it matter? Even if he was bluffing, for Takumi to have that idea planted in his head on the starting line, I know that it'd throw me off my game. It's a pretty damn effective tactic for tipping the scales in their favor, wouldn't you say?
Of course I would. I tried to tell him to just focus on the road, but I don't know. You could see he was pretty shook up by the whole thing.
I think he's gonna
A
focus.
situation like this would be enough to throw anybody. And on top of that, we're talking completely new territory for him. No way is he going to be able to focus.
You're wrong about that. Takami isn't naive enough to fall for that crap.
I sure hope you're right.
I agree, bro. Anyone who's raced the kid knows he doesn't scare that easily. Sure, he may come off as
I
a
agree.
quiet type, but once he gets behind the wheel of a car, Takami's level of concentration is about as good as he gets. It's ungodly.
Yeah, Takami's mind doesn't usually wander like away, like while driving. Especially not now.
Son of a bitch. That hamster wheel piece of crap is really staying on me. Man, this little punk is starting to get on my last friggin' nerve. I gotta take it easy on this upcoming section.
They're doing this for 5K. You know, would I do all this for $5,000?
These corners at has got this jerk pretty spooked.
I guess given the context that they suck, you know what I mean? That both of them are not good racers. So the only way they can win is if they cheat.
If the driver isn't anticipating an attack from the outside, then that's the line Takami will go with.
The outside is wide open. That's my in.
They're here?
Okay.
Good, good.
We're in the middle of the race right now, so just keep him on standby down there until it's over, okay? Yeah, I know. They're a freaky group of thugs, aren't they? My advice, treat them with crazy respect. Well, looks like the cavalry's arrived.
This'll be
Wow, they're here.
He may seem like an amateur, but by no means is the Evo 6's driver a fool. He has his car pretty well equipped, and you can be sure he knows how to use every modification to the best possible advantage.
Obviously,
In terms
yeah.
of braking, he's exploiting the ABS to its utmost, a wise move on his part. See, ABSs are designed specifically so that even someone with only a rudimentary understanding of tire traction can brake like a pro. The question is, if he's become comfortable with the way the car handles when conditions are ideal, can he adapt when they're not? If he's not able to, then under pressure, where and when he decides to brake going into each corner can prove to be his biggest liability. Whether or not Takumi can spot that weakness will be the deciding factor in this race.
I think he can find it. You know, I heard that there's the Initial D like sequel series. Let me know if it's good. You know, I might have to watch that, and immediately after, I mean, I got 2 stages and a half left. 5th stage and final stage. So let me know. We could continue watching Initial D forever.
One more corner and I'll finish this thing.
Now Takami's about to pass. He might end this race this episode. I guess this race doesn't necessarily need 2 episodes or deserve it, I guess, but
What the hell? What happened to my traction?
This is it.
got it.
Crap. Oil. Son of a bitch. I must have hit some leftover spill hugging the inside too tight.
That's so I'm so glad that happened. You guys getting cucked by your own oil that was placed down. Literally plot oil. But they deserve it.
Pass the lucky little butt munch one more time.
This is also a normal race apparently. I thought it was a cat and mouse race, so Takumi was gonna win the second he passed him. Nah, there's a finish line. So yeah, we'll play it out.
This baby here's the fastest 2-liter turbo.
That's a good thumbnail shot.
No way I'm gonna let some dinky little 1.6 show me up.
They should be on the last part of the course, the mid-speed section where the road
Yeah.
widens just enough for them to kick up their pace a notch.
That's where the Evo can get him, right?
Nah, you got it backwards.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
The higher the speed,
That's
the
where
harder it is to
Takumi can
know
get
when to
him.
brake, so the risk multiplies by like 10-fold. The difference in horsepower is not gonna mean much. Am I right or am I right, bro?
You're
Think
right.
about what I said earlier. Power alone is a poor surrogate for technique in a downhill run like the one they're on.
Come on, Takumi. Come on.
Damn it. It's no
Pack this dude up. I sense fear in you.
going in without braking?
Yes. They should honestly, to save weight on the 8.6 and make Takumi go faster, they just remove the brake. He doesn't need it. Oh, this is a good song. That's a good instrumental. Nice. I'm guessing this song is called Mission Impossible.
What the hell, man? I don't believe this. That kid is something else.
I mean, we've been trying to tell y'all for the past 4 stages. "24, 12, 36. Like he's done at like what 48 races and lost once.
Okay, guys. Sounds like he wasn't bluffing after all. 5 or 6 suspicious-looking cars are headed our way. What do you think we should do, Ryosuke?
Let's leave. Let's leave.
Well, I'd say our opponents have defaulted on the next challenge. I want all of you on high alert. Be ready to pull out at any time. The safety of this team is our only concern, so no heroics, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Fumihiro,
We need everybody.
listen to me. If it comes down to it, Keisuke and I will distract them. I want you to take the team and get everyone the hell out of here.
No chance. We're not just leaving you here.
Oh wow.
Only a matter of time before
He's a
something
ride or
like this
die.
happens. I assume responsibility for that risk when I formed Project D, not you.
Yeah, don't sweat
Right.
it, dude. I've got his back. Trust me. Believe it or not, I've been in my share of fights. I know how to handle myself. You just concentrate
no, I
on
believe
keeping
you.
everyone else out.
If that's how you want it, you're a damn good friend and one hell of a brother, Keisuke. I hope you know that.
Please, you gotta let me go out there and throw down with you.
How about I just kick your ass?
Kinda trying to avoid that.
You know what? Let me just beat you up instead.
You've got it, man. No worries.
I'm gonna stay
What's
behind with
that?
you guys.
I appreciate that, but no. We'll take it from here.
Takumi, you're not a fighter, man. Okay.
Here they come.
Everybody, get in vans 1 and 2 immediately!
Yeah. I mean, if we all leave, they're just gonna chase us in the cars. But if we make it back to town, they can't really do anything about that, right? Like, let's be real. Call the cops. But you obviously can't call the cops before they do something. They're just gonna play it off like they always do. Five cars.
Nothing like a little tailgate party, huh? I can't wait to see pretty boy balling like a baby girl.
Oh, no question. What do you say? You guys want to jump in and give these guys a hand with the beatdown? We're out a crap ton of money either way. Might as well enjoy this. Shit. I could have paid off my car with the cash I lost on this race. I'm taking it out of somebody's ass.
Hells yeah, I am right there with you, man. Besides, who's gonna stop us from getting a couple of punches in while a whole bunch of bikers pound these guys into lunch meat? I'm sure they won't mind letting us have a little fun.
That's evil for the sake of being evil. Well, the sake is losing their 10K, but
Holy crap, look at this guy.
I hear the gang he used to lead
He's
ran the northern
big.
Kanto regions underground with an iron fist. He's known all over as a dude you do not want to cross.
right. How do we know him? Well, not we. How do you guys know him?
Handle this.
Oh, him bringing the weapon. What's up? This wrench is definitely not for you. I feel like there's not going to be a fight, right? There's no way. Can we talk our ways out of this at all? They got crowbars and stuff. Well, not crowbars. They got pipes. The tension. You can cut it with a knife. What's
I
up?
had a feeling it'd be you.
My bad, K-Dog.
What?
It's so dark out here, I almost didn't recognize you. Good to see you again, sir.
I thought so, yeah.
Like you,
I was like,
these losers. Friends hard to come by these days, or what?
No,
I thought Takemi would know them or
no,
something,
it's not like I ride
but
with them.
Keisuke knows them.
This is strictly a third-party thing. Now that I'm here, though, looks like these jerk-offs have been disrespecting you. Am I right?
Kinda.
You right.
But
You
as far as
right.
me and my boys are concerned, it's all water under the bridge. Now, you want to get those cars out of our way, or do I have to say please?
Damn, are we in your way? My bad. You heard the man. Move.
My bad, gang. How did these people even get this dude's number?
Don't tell me you actually know those guys.
Yeah, well, what can I say, man? I didn't always hang with socialites like you. The big guy was a bud of mine from way back. Well, now that I think of it, he was more like my little brother.
Your junior?
Little?
Hey, I couldn't care less who he was to you. We dodged a major bullet. For a minute there, I thought we were all gonna get our asses kicked. But thanks to that act
Yeah,
just now,
I
none
didn't
of us got so much as a nosebleed. I hope you
foresee.
realize how glad we are you're on our side.
Yeah, I didn't expect a big brawl to happen.
Just to embarrass me? Nobody tangles with the Takahashi brothers. Nobody who knows what kind of crazy bastard Keisuke is.
You don't know.
Project D's rep casts a long shadow, pal. Everybody that lives within 100 kilometers of Gunma thinks of those guys like living legends. You want to take a guess where I'm from? Or can't you read a license plate?
I'm from Goomba, bro.
Sorry, man. I had no idea. You gotta believe me. This was just a huge mistake.
If we'd known you were a Gunma man, we would have never bothered you.
It was just an honest mix-up on our part, sir. No need to get angry.
Oh, I see. You trying to
Oh,
tell me how
yeah?
I should act now. You asswipes got a hard lesson in manners coming at you before tonight's over. Now sit the hell down.
I like his voice.
We'd like to cancel the time trials. As you know, Keisuke's FD can't perform up to specs, and I'm certain that under the circumstances, you're perfectly okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, pack it up and move.
Unfortunately, we can't break there. We had to cancel the last time trials as well because of the rain. So we literally missed 2 time trials. Maybe even 3, I think. But it's alright. So we won all of Saitama. Well, that's about halfway through the season. So I'm guessing we go somewhere else. I don't know. Can you do that without it being like repetitive? I mean, like all of Initial D is all racist anyway. I mean, yeah, he's literally riding off into the sunset. Oh, not sunset.
Idea of what's coming.
To the night.
After tonight, I know what I've got to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I doubt the status quo for the rest of the season will change, even with that being the halfway point. I think that we're just going to go to a different region and knock out all of those as well. I don't think that like the format of this season is going to change, but before the next stage. But I could be wrong, I guess. I mean, I'm definitely okay with just like this season being Project D. You know what I mean? This whole season, like Project D can be. They didn't even say that they were done. They just said good job. That was the Saitama region. So let's go to the next region. Episode 18. Yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. getting some practice runs in, you know? I think it's always nice to. I think Takumi said it before this season as well. Just get some practice runs on Akina, just to keep, just stay fresh, keep your hands warm, don't lose the touch. Just race, well not race, just trace Akina with your car real quick, do a good run, maybe go for a PB time trial. He obviously still delivers tofu, but to do it without the water cup is always nice. They never say how much worse, if you could even say he is worse, he is with the water cup.
I heard that D's taking a break from expeditions this week.
Yeah, you heard right. Repairing Keisuke's car is probably gonna take another week, maybe even a little bit longer than that. We figured we'd take some time
Yeah,
off to give everybody some much-needed rest.
That last
makes
Saitama
sense.
expedition must
Rest
have been pretty
time.
rough on you guys.
Tell me about
You
it.
have no
The
idea.
trucks dumping oil all over the course, busting up Keisuke's car.
I guess in a country this size, you're bound to run into a few pricks if you travel long enough.
I guess. I
Maybe.
wasn't expecting for them to target our practice like that. It made me realize I gotta keep my guard up 24/7.
Yeah, but come on, dude, you still won. Man, you're a driver after my own heart. It's like winning's a part of your nature now. The only thing that surprised me is if you weren't first across the line.
You say
Itsuki
that,
is so
but it's really
brave.
difficult to keep
The fact that he's able to smile,
you've never even seen before, not to mention all the pressure that
I
comes
wouldn't.
along with it.
If the things that happened to Itsuki happened to me, I wouldn't smile for the rest of my
How
life.
incredible Keisuke really is. He never gives up. It doesn't matter how tough the situation gets or how fast his opponent is, nothing pulls his concentration off attacking the course. Even some of our guys were starting to think the race was a lost cause, but Keisuke kept pushing. There's an energy to him, you know? It's hard not to get pulled in. Watching that made me realize losing's just not an option for me. If you
I
wanna talk
think
about pressure,
Takumi has that energy.
Yeah,
Rather
it
than
sounds
me.
like it. After all, Project
It's
D
fun.
has come this far without losing even one time. The pressure on both of you must be enormous.
I know, right? Seriously, we can't even imagine it.
Yeah. Wait, what do
Yeah.
you mean, we?
I can imagine Takumi's done like a 48 or so on screen races. Hello, Kyoko. And he's only lost once. Never for the D. Keisuke hasn't even lost. And I thought they would make him lose for plot to make like Takumi seem cooler. No, we're undefeated.
Long wait?
It's
Oh?
weird seeing you in that FC.
Is this like a
I
date?
borrow my brother's car. He usually doesn't let me use it. Today, though.
Wow,
I
I'm
texted his
actually
arm.
really impressed.
Come on, hop on in.
Ryosuke let you borrow his car. Did I have given up on every other relationship in this series. I need Kyoko versus Keisuke to work. Just like first try, no beef, no drama. Just let them get them together, please.
But I'm not all that crazy about crowded places. I guess I prefer Gunma over Tokyo if that's cool by you.
Hey, it's whatever you want.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, hey, it's on me.
if we're gonna be in the car. If we're in Gunma, we can drive around and not have to deal with Tokyo traffic all day. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know. Keisuke's not ready for a relationship.
View. All the cars look so tiny from up here. I wonder where the highway entrance is. So what's the plan for Project D now that the Saitama expedition is over? Where are you guys headed off to next?
Ibaraki.
Whoa, that's pretty far away.
Ibaraki. I don't know Japan's map, so I don't know how far that is.
Hey, I was wondering,
What's up?
you mind
What's
if
up?
I keep showing up at your battles to cheer you on?
Ibaraki is
cool
far.
to ignore me. I get it why you do that. I just love watching you drive. Besides, maybe I'd get the opportunity to help you out again. I mean, it's lucky I was there last time, right? You never know when you might need me.
Yeah.
Here's something else, you know that? When you get an idea, I bet it's pretty pointless to try to talk you out of it. I don't know if it's because you're young or what, but whatever it is.
You can't be more than a year older than her, dude.
The type of person who would tackle a corner with no hesitation without even knowing what's on the other side of it.
Is that a bad thing?
Nah,
Is that a good thing? I know.
forget about it. We can talk about that after dinner. I'm getting hungry. How about you?
Hey Ryosuke, it's me. I called to give you an update on the FD. It's a big job, but it looks like we're gonna be able to do everything we had talked about for her. The whole nine. I thought you might want to know.
Sounds good. I
Like
appreciate
a
the
full
help.
upgrade?
Thanks, Fumihiro.
No sweat. Hey, I'm just glad to have a hand in it. It's a great excuse to pull an all-out modification. Really make some improvements. After this, you won't believe what the FD will be capable of.
That's good.
Wow.
Because we have some pretty difficult battles coming up. So we need to lighten the load on the drivers as much as humanly possible.
I was actually planning on taking Kenta and checking out the next course tomorrow. Get an idea of what the guys will be up against.
Oh, wow. A week early?
Out there, okay?
Got it. I'll call you later on.
Am I supposed to believe that each set of racers we raced is stronger than each one before them? Or is the only difference really just like the course?
To everyone else here, I'm sure we look like your normal everyday couple out on a romantic date. I've never been
This is a nice
happy.
place.
My heart is beating so fast, it feels like a tachometer with the needle pushed up all the way in the red. I guess this is what it's like to sit across from your soulmate. I never thought I
Soulmate.
could feel this way about someone.
She wants this
I
so
don't ever
bad.
want this night to end.
I like her because she's not gonna give up. Like Yoko, headstrong.
Amazing.
She's not gonna stop going after Keisuke until that's her man.
Car. He's driving casually like he's on autopilot, but I can tell the difference. Every turn is ultra smooth. His technique is so advanced, even driving the speed limit is an experience. It's incredible. There's no change in momentum when he upshifts. It's almost like it's second nature to him. He manipulates the clutch so delicately, and yet he's still in complete command of the road. If there's such a thing as perfect technique, this might be it.
What you guys gonna do now?
It's unbelievable, Keisuke.
You think so? I wasn't even really trying.
That's what makes it so killer. You finesse your way between the clutch and the gearbox like it's nothing. I've never seen that before.
Well, it isn't like that all the time. Just be glad I wasn't driving like I do in the middle of a race. I can be a little rough
Yeah.
on the clutch. Constantly pushing a car all the way to its limits when we're out on expeditions adds a lot of stress and a lot of wear and tear. So when I'm driving her off peak, I like to try and baby her as much as I can.
Hey,
Did somebody stop?
check it out, man. It's Keisuke.
What the heck are you doing out here? I've never seen you on a date.
Yeah, who's the hottie? Is that your girlfriend?
Why don't you guys shut the hell up? It's not like that. Now get out of here.
Yeah, who are you? Just two random weirdos? Why'd they stop?
Just a couple of pricks I used to hang with. I wasn't in the best crowd before I started driving. I used to get into fights all the time and cause all kinds of problems with my parents and at school. It sounds stupid when I talk about it now. But back then, I didn't have any direction. I always felt bored and angry, and I don't know, I guess I just didn't know how to handle it.
I know that feeling very well.
I mean, who doesn't?
After a while, it seemed like my parents had given up on me. But my brother understood what I was going through.
Yeah.
Whenever I look at this baby, it takes me back to the first time he got me in this FC and brought me out to Mount Akagi. As soon as we hit the downhill, he went all out. I'm not gonna lie, I was friggin' terrified. I seriously thought we were dead. By that point, I was starting to think he had plans to take his delinquent brother out on some kind of double suicide run.
Why would he do that?
It was 3 years ago. brother's downhill time from back then, not for lack of trying.
What? No way! You don't still think Ryosuke's that much better than you, do you?
Well, yeah. But either way, my
I
brother turned
mean,
my life around for
he's
the
my
better that
brother.
night. I'd hate to think of what I would have ended up like if I wasn't able to drive.
Wow.
And so, going back to what we were talking about earlier, I've got to be completely honest with you. I'm sorry. But I just can't date anyone right now.
I know. I understand.
Don't come see me anymore.
I understand. I understand. Like I understand. I think after Project D, he's going to consider it.
I... Even from the start, I didn't really expect that you'd want to date me. You don't feel about me how I feel about you. I only come around because I want to. I don't even know where that came from. What would make you suddenly decide to be so cold to me? After being so sweet to me all day. You took me driving, we had a nice dinner, and you even opened up to me. Or I thought you did. You made me feel like we were making a connection and that maybe we could have a chance to be together. Then you dropped this?
I know. And it's not that I don't like you. But I've decided that I've only got enough
See?
time and energy to really concentrate on one thing, and for right now, that thing is Project D.
See, he's being
If I
transparent.
allow myself to be distracted by even one other thing, then I won't be able to put everything I've got into driving for Project D. I can't let that happen.
But
Yeah.
I understand that. I know how important Project D is to you. I've always tried to keep my distance and not get in your way. But that still isn't good enough. You don't want me to come around at all.
It's for the best. And crying won't change my mind. I can't understand how you just watching would be good enough. I always thought that when you fall in love with someone, you're supposed to give them everything you have to give. It would make
Right.
me absolutely miserable to be in such a one-sided relationship. I wouldn't be okay with that, and neither would you. I'm surprised you haven't realized that yourself. You and me aren't the kind of people who can do anything in our lives halfway. As we get into the summer, our expeditions will become tougher and tougher, and I just won't have the time to commit to a girlfriend. You'd get worn down, you'd start to blame me. That's just how it'd play out. I like you, and I think you're a really beautiful girl. But you and I are never
Look.
gonna work.
Look, he literally said, "I like you and you're beautiful." Like he just being transparent that I don't have time in my life right now.
I want to ask you something. One favor and I'll leave you alone. Just let me sit in your passenger seat and take me driving at full speed. Please.
Okay.
I don't think that the creator of Initial D
It's totally different from earlier.
can write romance.
I knew he was good, but this is unreal.
Separate from what's happening here, funny enough, this is somehow the best relationship in the series. But
I don't want that. He's the most amazing man I've ever met. I wish he
I
wanted
just
what
don't
I
think he's
want.
good at it.
I don't think I'll ever fall in love
And,
again.
and you don't have to be good at writing romance
My darling, not as long as I live.
to make a racing series. And you don't have to be good at writing romance to implement it into your story as a side thing. But like, you're like 0 for 4. You know what I mean? This song is actually really good. Like from this little snippet, I might have to look that one up in full if there is a full version of that one. Drop the name in the comments if you know it to make it easier. Oh yeah. Back to his Bunta's car. Feeling the difference. Learning how power crept the 8.6 really is. Bunta used all of Takami's money and half of his money to fix the 8.6. It will get the engine. And then use the other half of his money to get a new car. How much money did he have?
But I will say that it looks like he's headed in the right direction. I'm starting to see
That's
a
nice.
whole different look in his eyes now when he gets out of the car after a delivery.
Oh, yeah?
It's getting pretty obvious. He's become involved in a huge battle, and he races on the streets of Akina's downhill every morning.
Huh? Against who?
He races against
Himself.
himself.
Hold on, did you just say himself?
That's right.
Yeah.
When he's driving the 8.6, he's desperately chasing after the imaginary Impreza that he sees in front of him. When he's in the Impreza, it's the opposite, and he's putting distance between himself and the 8.6, running him down, see?
I see.
Yeah.
Since he knows everything there is to know about the course, it should be easy for him to spot the differences between the two cars. Things like the difference in speed from one corner to another.
It sounds complex, but with Takami, you may be right.
By now, after having been behind the wheel of both cars, he should have a pretty accurate idea of how many seconds and how many meters there would be between them if they were battling it out on a relatively long stretch. If Takami is anything like me, I'm betting he can see the Impreza through the 8.6's front windshield as clearly as if it were really there.
I mean, yeah. He's ridden Akina so many times.
It was right around this time last year when we had that acquaintance battle against the Red Suns, wasn't it? I think you're right. Everything about the downhill legend of Akina's 8.6. It's hard to believe it all started just last summer.
No question.
1 year.
This sure went by in a flash. It's truly hard to believe that Takami rose through the ranks to become a living legend in just a year.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago he was pumping gas. And all of a sudden, I am horribly, horribly depressed.
You know what we need? Chicks, man! It's not right for two studs like us to be single for the summer!
Y'all don't deserve chicks.
That sounds like a lot. I don't even know of professional drivers that will put themselves through that kind of routine every day. If he's putting that much time into practice, he's bound to have made some strides in figuring out how to keep up with the Impreza in the 8.6 by now.
You would think so, huh?
Yeah.
I usually would too, but you have to look at it this way. Imagine that during one of these battles, Takami makes a discovery while he's driving the 8.6. This discovery shows him a new line to take that will shorten his time by a fraction of a second. But the very next day, the Impreza will start driving on that exact same line.
Right.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough on him. You know, I hate to say it, but it sounds like he's chasing an opponent that he'll never catch up to.
Until now, all his skills have come from his understanding of one kind of car, but as he improves, he's learning the value of knowing all you can about the car your opponent drives. In a nutshell, Takami's whole outlook on driving and technique are changing. Let me put it this way. You know how there are an infinite number of points in a line that connects 2 points?
Yeah.
That's what he's beginning to see. He'll probably start picking up on all sorts of things he couldn't before. Eventually, his experience will improve his confidence and technique. That's how he got this far, after all. And that's how he'll continue.
New tires? New tachometer?
This is so awesome! With these modifications, I'll never lose to a Land Evo or GTR.
Nice. Is that a new hood as well?
This is
A new
amazing.
spoiler,
After all the changes we made to the
new
FT,
seats.
its power output and suspension are completely different. He shouldn't be able to control it
Nice.
so well. At least not this fast.
I mean, it's his baby. Come on.
Must be the acceleration technique he's been working on. Man, he's gotten good.
This is perfect. You can really feel the horsepower, but it's still just as easy to drive because the torque stays high from all the mid-range revving. Its handling on high-speed corners is pretty good too. It's probably because of the wide body, but I bet this spoiler helps. The best part is that it's really stable in corners now where I couldn't even step on the gas before. I swear, I feel like I'm ready for anything. Man, nobody can compete with this ride.
Well, then I guess this is perfect
I believe
timing.
it.
From what Ryosuke has told me, our next opponent is apparently our toughest one to date.
Yeah? Even tougher than the Toto school?
That's what he said. Sounds like fun.
I can't wait to see who I'm gonna be going up against next. I've been thinking lately it's
Yeah.
about time we found an opponent that's worthy of a real battle. The Saitama area turned out to be a lot less competitive than I would have thought. It was kind of a letdown.
It wasn't that
When you really
bad.
stop and think about it, it turned out to be a good thing. It was a chance for me to focus on driving without all the pressure we usually deal with.
You know, you might be right. It seems like every race we've had around here lately has taught you one thing or another. I'm just glad you're finding something to take away from each one. Driving with you today has shown me how much you've already improved. I'm impressed.
Thanks, dude. I'm starting to notice a little bit of that too. The race in Saitama might not have been our most exciting battle, but I sure learned a lot. I'm never gonna forget it.
That's good. It's the best possible outlook.
Hey, Fumihiro?
Yeah?
What?
I was wondering, you think my brother picks the locations of Project D's battles with all this in mind?
I think so. He's very smart.
Probably. All of Ryosuke's decisions seem to have some kind of meaning to them.
Do you think it's because compared to him, he sees Takumi and me as just a couple of amateurs?
Nah, I don't think so. What, do you?
Guess not. I hate to admit it, and if you ever tell him, I'll deny it, but I have an amazing older brother. The next expedition is in Ibaraki, right?
We went yesterday.
Yeah.
Checked it out.
I feel like I can't lose no matter who I race. And with this, I can show my brother a race that'll surprise even him.
I mean, I want to see Ryosuke versus Takumi 2. You know, and we're saying that Takumi only beat Ryosuke the first time just because it was on Akina and because of Takumi's expertise at racing on Akina is why he was able to beat Ryosuke, even though you could say Ryosuke was a better racer. Then we need to see Ryosuke versus Takumi 2 on a place where, you know, on Ryosuke's home field or just a neutral location. And then after that, or maybe even before that, we get Ryosuke versus Keisuke. I mean, we talked about how much Ryosuke wants Keisuke to beat him because he's had so much belief in him. He loves him so much as a brother, and you can see that in the connection. And I just really enjoy who they are. Like the fact that they never and they had like some headbutts, but they never like fully fought and broke up. They've always been together. I think Ryosuke is very smart in the way he's handled himself and the things that he's done for Project D. And even if everything wasn't planned by Ryosuke in this perfect way, and the lessons that they learned, the times that they learned them, he could just say it was, and I will believe him because that's just who Ryosuke is. He's at his computer desk so often, just thinking, typing stuff in, doing theory. So I can't wait to see what Igaguri, I think the location is called, leads us to. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 6 episodes left of fourth stage. That's 3 more episodes for me.